Alright then guys, it is September 5th, 2021. I'm on day 5 of the second month of eating whole food plant-based, and I thought I'd make a video making my very first whole food plant-based bread using a bread machine. So a long time ago I think I used a bread pan or a loaf pan to bake bread, and it was vegan bread, so it probably had oil and things in it. I don't have a video on that, just something I did offline. I usually just buy bread. I really like the Food for Life Ezekiel bread, but I thought, hey, I could just make my own bread, probably save money, and be nice and fresh and all that. So this video documents the first time I'm making whole food plant-based bread and the first time I'm using a bread machine. So I found a bread machine at the Goodwill last night for $15, and I just searched how to use it to make bread and try to find whole food plant-based recipe. So basically this is just going to be a very basic bread for my first time attempting to do this. So the ingredients are water, and I'm going to need some aquafaba, which is the liquid found in cans of chickpeas. And then we're going to need, I'm going to use whole wheat flour. I'm going to try to do 100% whole wheat flour and see what happens with that. This is the King Arthur Baking Company 100% whole grain whole wheat flour. And I went to the baking aisle at a grocery store to see what I could find when it came to active yeast, and I found this bread machine instant yeast. So I thought, hey, that'd be a good one to use since it says bread machine on it. And then I think I'm going to throw a little bit of milled flaxseed in it as well, and a little salt. I am oil free at this time. I'm not necessarily salt free. A little bit of salt here and there, especially the first time making this. Maybe tweak it later on, but yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the pan comes out of the bread machine, that way you can just add ingredients to it and then put it back in the machine. And in the bottom there is the part that blends it, or kneads it rather. So the first thing I'm going to do is put about 2 cups of warm water in here, not hot water because you don't want to kill the yeast. And I think I got a little bit under 2 cups, so I'll put that in. And we want to make sure to do the wet ingredients first. So next is the aquafaba, and again that is the liquid that comes in cans of chickpeas. So I went ahead and took the top off. I still got the top in there so I can press it down with my finger and pour the liquid into the measure cup while I'm keeping the chickpeas in the can. So basically 1 can of chickpeas should be enough, and that should be about half a cup. So there is the liquid from 1 can of chickpeas. And I guess that is to act kind of like a vegan egg alternative. Next I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of salt. We're putting the dry ingredients in now. Next I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of milled flaxseed. And again, I'm putting that in there as kind of like a binder. Next, I'm going to add 4 cups of the 100% whole wheat flour. There's 1. And 4. All right, I got to get a different angle for this part. Basically, we're going to make a well in the middle of the dough. And then going to add 1.5 teaspoons of the active dry yeast into the well. So I got all the ingredients in the pan, added the wet ingredients, then the dry ingredients. I'm going to put the pan in the bread maker and basically push it down until it goes into place. I might have to put my camera down for a second. Alright, so I got it in place. Gonna close the top, push this back here, and might want to plug it in. Okay, so I'm going to choose whole wheat. I'm going to choose, I think I'm going to go with medium. So whole wheat, medium crust. The timer is set. Looks like 3 hours and 40 minutes. And start. So basically, it's going to knead it, let it rise, and bake it. Check it out, it's only been about 10 minutes. And can't really see it through there, I'll just open this. It's already shaped it into a ball. That's pretty cool. Alright, it's down to the 2-hour mark. So about 1 hour and 40 minutes into it. Alright, so that looks like the right shape, so that's a good sign. Looks like it's kind of stuck on the sides. Hopefully that's not a problem. But yeah, I just looked at the manual, downloaded it off the internet, and it's still in the rising phase. I think it said it doesn't start baking it until it gets down to 1 hour and 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm just gonna let it keep going. It's down to 1 hour and 10 minutes. Oh yeah. So it's got about 5 minutes left of rising, and then it'll start to bake it. All right, it's down to the last minute. Let's see what we got. Dang, it caved in. It's supposed to, I think, be up a few inches past the top. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out. And I'm going to turn it upside down and let it sit on this cooling rack for about 15 minutes. By the way, I got this cooling rack from the Dollar Tree for $1. It's been about 15 minutes. It should be cooled now. So there it is. It is done. I'm going to go ahead and get a picture of it. All right, there it is. Okay, I sliced it. I'm going to try to get a picture of that. Okay, so there's a couple slices of the finished product. All right, so there is a couple pieces of the finished product. My first homemade, whole food plant-based, no oil, vegan bread made in a bread machine. So I haven't tasted it yet. I'm gonna go ahead and try a piece. That is good. So the crust is crispy, the inside is soft. Tastes like bread. So even though the top kind of caved in, I'd say it was a success. And like I said before, it's a very basic recipe. Just wanted to make a video documenting my first time making it. Probably try other different recipes I know you can do like half whole wheat flour and another half of a different kind of whole grain flour like oat flour. I know you can try to use applesauce as the binder or to replace eggs, and all kinds of other things you can do. So yep, it's not Ezekiel bread, but yeah, my first time making it, I think it turned out okay. It wasn't a total disaster, wasn't a fail, it's alright. So that's it for this video. Plan on posting more whole food plant-based recipe videos. I'm just getting started, so thanks for watching this one. See you next time.